Yo, what's good with y'all? In today's video, I got the how to make a basic kill enemy quest. This is the updated version of the one I made. I think it was like 3, 4 months ago, maybe like September, maybe more like 5 months ago. It's about I know I did this video maybe like yeah, I think it was like September and stuff. Yeah, this is the updated version. Because I got a lot of comments on that video. Because honestly, when I first dropped the video, it honestly wasn't that like it didn't do that well. But then over time, it was just one of those videos that just picked up traction over time, and then people started commenting on it more. And I still have people to this day commenting, asking me stuff about that video and stuff. So the updated version is going to include two new things. One, I changed the way that the player what's it called? I changed the way that that it checks to see if the player has killed all the NPCs and stuff. And I did it in a way where like you can have multiple enemies. Cause I had multiple people ask me like, how can you make it with multiple enemies? So I made it I made it with one method. Excuse me, one method that checks all enemy NPCs. So you could spawn however many amount NPCs you want, whether it be 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll know when all of them are dead and stuff. And you only have to only like one way to check it and stuff. And then the other thing I did was oh, I made it so that the player can't keep accepting the quest that they already have it accepted and stuff. There's a way to track if the player already has the quest, so they can only accept a quest one at a time, and they can't just like keep accepting it over and over again and spawning infinite enemies and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay, so first things first, of course, you're gonna need two NPCs. You're gonna need your quest NPC and your enemy NPC, right? So we can go ahead and click avatar, rig builder, block avatar. Let's create our what are they called? Quest NPC, yeah. So I'm gonna name the NPC. I'm gonna name it quest NPC, right? I'm gonna insert a proximity prompt so we can trigger a quest. So we can walk up to it and trigger the quest. We can rename said proximity prompt quest prompt. You can set the action text to, I don't know, like hold I don't know, hold E to receive a quest or whatever you want, right? And then you can just leave that in the workspace and just drag it close to your spawn, right? And then I'm gonna make an enemy NPC, so I can really duplicate this. So Control D, delete the prompt. You obviously don't need it there. And then you could just name this enemy NPC. Throw them inside a server storage, right? Then we're going to get to working on the quest GUI. It's gonna be very basic GUI and stuff, just to show like players have, just to show the player like, okay, this is the quest. Do you want to accept? Yes or no? And then boom, if they accept, then it's gonna tell them what to do. And then once they complete the quest, it's gonna say congratulations, you got rewarded and all that, right? So what we're gonna do is let's insert a screen GUI into starter GUI. We can go ahead and name said GUI quest GUI. So quest GUI, you want to disable reset on spawn, right? Then you want to insert 2 frames. So you could just duplicate. You can just duplicate this really. So for the first frame, you want to name it current quest frame, which as the name implies, it displays the player's current quest. So you want to leave the current quest frame at the top. So you're gonna leave it like in the top left, or well, it really doesn't matter. It's up to you guys. But this is just where I'm gonna leave it, right? So I'm gonna leave it like the top left. Make it the size like like 200, and then change this to like 70 or maybe like 50. Yeah, something like that, right? So I'm gonna rename. So I'm gonna sorry, I'm gonna insert a text label into the frame, right? So for the frame, you could really set the background transparency equal to 1, right? So boom, to the background transparency equal to 1, as well as the text label equals to the background transparency equal to 1, right? So you could rename the text label current quest text label, right? Boom. Then we can go ahead and rename our other frame quest to quest frame. Oh, actually, I forgot to do something. Okay, so for the current quest text label, for the text properties, you could make it bold, rich text scale. I'm gonna change the font to, I'm gonna change the text color 3 to yellow, so it's just generally brighter. And then you want no text by default, because you only want text to be displayed if there's what's it called? If the player has like currently has a mission, and it's like go do this, retrieve this, kill so and so, and whatnot, right? So then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the quest frame, because we're done with the current quest frame. So you're going to go to the quest frame. You're going to by default make it not visible. So if you don't want it to be visible, we're going to enable it once the player receives the quest, right? So let me adjust the size. Let's go like, I don't know, 444, and then For this, we go like 145. I believe that's what I had the first time. Oh, well, you kind of need it visible to move it, so keep it visible just so you can, like, generally, position it and size it correctly. So we're gonna have it like that, right? I'm gonna set the background transparency. I'm sorry, background color to like a nice dark black. Give it like a, I don't know, give it like a border too. And then I'm gonna insert a text button. I'm going to name said text button accept button. Then I'm gonna put it in the bottom left, right? And then of course we're gonna customize it so we can make the background color a nice green. We're gonna go down here, bold, text skills. You're gonna set the text for the accept button to accept, right? And then we can make the text color something brighter. Yeah, I don't know, just like something. Oh, that's the text stroke. Just something just generally brighter. I don't know, like maybe like white, and then like a black text stroke. I don't know, yeah, something like that. So then you're going to duplicate this. So Control D while it's selected, move it over to the opposite side. And then as you probably have guessed, we're going to change this to decline. This is going to be our decline button. So you're going to change the text color to, the background color to red. So then we have our decline button, right? Then you're going to, where is it? Oh, right there. Change the name to decline button, boom. And then lastly, you're going to insert a quest header. So insert a text label, right? And then you're going to put it at the top. And then this is going to be your quest header. So you can name this quest header. This is pretty much just going to tell the player, okay, these are the details of the quest. Do you want to accept yes or no? And of course they're going to press one of the buttons. So we're going to bold the text, rich text, scale text. Of course, by default, you don't need to have any text. I'm just going to make the background color like a nice kind of dark grayish color. Then I'm going to make the text color white with black stroke. All right. And then that's really it. So now we can make the quest frame visible no more. And then for current quest frame, keep it visible, just don't have any text set. And then just like that, we are done with the UI. We can now get into the actual scripting part of the video. So let's go ahead and insert a local script into the GUI. We can go ahead and name set local script quest script in parentheses put local. Let me go ahead and double check. Okay, I'm good. So we're going to delete print hello world, right? And then honestly, local script, it's like literally 10 lines. So we're literally going to move into the server script soon. So let's create the variables first. Let's get the quest remote event. So local quest event is equal to, I just remembered we did not create it yet. Okay, so head on over to replicated storage. You want to insert a remote event, and then you want to name set remote event quest event. I'm surprised I forgot. I usually always remember, but anyway, we're going to do quest event is equal to game the replicated storage, wait for child, quest event. Then for our second variable, we're going to get the quest NPC. We're going to say local quest NPC is equal to game, or not game, sorry, workspace, wait for child, quest NPC. This is so that we can enable and disable the proximity prompt. It just generally just looks better so that, like, when the player opens the menu, opens up the UI for the quest, they don't still see the option to hold E to open the menu, because if it's already open, why would you still want the option to be visible, right? I'm going to say quest event dot on client event connect function. In parentheses, you're going to put event type comma arg1. Oh, sorry, comma arg1. I don't know why I did it like that. Anyway, so event type comma arg1 comma arg2. Then enter. You're going to say if event type is equal to quotation marks UI disable. Then enter. You're going to say quest NPC dot quest prompt that enabled is equal to false. I just realized I don't know why I had this in the original thing. Yeah, I don't know what I was really doing with that, but anyway, so you don't need that. But anyway, so after that, you're going to say else if event type is equal to, in quotation marks, you're going to put UI enable, enter, then just the complete opposite. So quest prompt dot enabled is equal to true. Boom, right? Just like that, we are done with the local script. Then you're going to go ahead and insert a server script into server script service. You can rename said script quest script and in parentheses put server. You can delete the print hello world, right? And then we're going to create the variables. First, let's get the quest remote event as well as the quest NPC. So let's just copy and paste it from the local script to save ourselves some time. So Control C, Control V, right? And then last thing you're going to do is get the enemy NPC. So we're going to remember, since it should be inside of server storage, so we're going to say local enemy NPC is equal to game that server storage wait for child enemy NPC, right? Then I'm going to say game.players.player added connect function in parentheses put PLR short for the player. Enter, we're going to create the leader stats so we can reward the player. So we're going to say local leader stats is equal to Oh yeah, sorry, I'm tripping. Anyway, instance dot new in quotation marks, you're gonna put a folder parented to the player. Then you're gonna say leader stats dot name is equal to leader stats, right? And then you're gonna create cache value. So you're gonna say local cache is equal to instance dot new in quotation marks. You're gonna put number value parented to leader stats. Boom. You're gonna say cache dot name is equal to in quotation marks cache. Then you're gonna say cache dot value is by default equal to 0, right? Then we're gonna move on to the second and last function, or well, overall function, I should say, because there is like functions inside of this function. So I'm gonna say quest NPC, right? Dot quest prompt dot triggered. So if you had multiple NPCs and stuff, you would probably, the best thing to do would probably be to reference each one individually, because I'm thinking most NPCs are usually like most NPCs have a different quest. Like I can't really think of like two NPCs having the same quest. So yeah, I don't think I really need to explain that. But anyway, dot triggered connect function, right? In parentheses, you can put PLR for the player who triggered the prompt, then enter, right? Then we're gonna set the text. We're gonna say player dot player GUI dot quest GUI dot quest frame dot quest header dot text is equal to in quotation marks. You're gonna put whatever you want. I'm gonna put I need you to eliminate a man hiding in the woods. Will you take or no? Will you handle it? And I spelled eliminate wrong. Eliminates, right? Will you handle it? Boom, right? Then what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna say player.player GUI dot quest UI dot quest frame, and then we're gonna make it visible. Remember, it should not be visible by default. And then I'm gonna say it should not be visible by default. And then I'm gonna say quest event fire client. We're gonna disable the UI. So player, make sure you do fire client singular, not fire client. Then in quotation marks, we're gonna put UI disable. Boom, right? Then I'm going to set up the function. I'm gonna say player.player GUI, right? You know, actually, now that I really think about it, something that would actually save so much time is literally if I just instead made a variable for the quest UI. I didn't even think about this. Okay, so we're gonna go up here, right? We're gonna create a variable for the quest UI because this literally will save more time in my opinion instead of saying player.player GUI.quest UI. So let's say local quest GUI, right, is equal to player.player GUI.quest UI. So just do that, right? So then we can just save ourselves some time. I don't know. I feel like it's honestly gonna just save time, and I just prefer doing it like this anyway. So then I'm going to say quest GUI, right? Dot quest frame dot accept button dot mouse button one click connect function, right? Close parentheses, enter. And then I'm going to set the if statement. So I'm going to say if player find first child in quotation marks quest in progress. This is a value and stuff. The value should only exist inside of a player if they're currently like, if they already took the quest and they're currently handling it. Once they finish, if they complete the quest or leave or whatever and stuff, it's going to destroy the value. So it would only be inside of a player that is currently taking the quest and stuff. So yeah. So I'm gonna say enter, then return, right? And then I'm gonna say else. So pretty much means they're not taking the quest, so they're eligible to take the quest. So then I'm going to say local, we're going to create it. We're going to say local quest in progress, create the value is equal to instance, new quotation marks, put string value, then parent it to the player. You're going to say quest in progress dot name is of course equal to in quotation marks quest in progress. And boom, we're going to say quest in progress dot value, which in all honesty actually doesn't really matter. So we don't need anything value. We just need to see if it exists or not. So yeah. You're going to go after the if statement, and then you're going to say quest UI dot quest frame is no longer visible, so it's equal to false, right? Then you're going to say quest event fire client fire to the player, comma in quotation marks put u. This time you're going to put UI enable, right? Then we're going to clone over the enemy from server storage, so we're going to say local enemy clone is equal to game dot server storage wait for child enemy NPC. Oh, sorry, not wait for child. Game dot server storage dot enemy NPC. You're gonna clone it, right? Then we're gonna set the name of it. So we're gonna say enemy clone dot name is equal to. Here's how we're gonna keep track of which enemy NPC belongs to, like is associated with which player and stuff. Like which one is associated with the quest for each player. We're gonna name them. We're gonna say so player dot name dot 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 and then quotation marks space. Then you're gonna put enemy, right? Then after we're going to set it C frame, I'm going to say enemy clone pivot to, and let's say quest NPC, right? Dot humanoid root part dot C frame. Boom. Oh, and then also we're gonna say dot c frame times new uh -1 comma -1. Oh, sorry, -1, and lastly +20. Boom, right? And then of course we're going to parent it to the workspace. So enemy clone dot parent is equal to workspace, right? Then I'm going to say quest GUI dot current quest frame dot current quest text label dot text is equal to quotation marks find the enemy located in the woods and eliminate them that simple, right? So then after that we're going to set up the for loop to check if the enemy NPC has been killed, and if they have, then they're going to the player will be rewarded. So let's say for I comma v in pairs. We're going to say workspace get children integer. You're going to set up an if statement. You're going to say if v find first child, if we find a humanoid, which means either an NPC or a player, and of course v dot name is equal to player dot name quotation marks space enemy. So we just know it's an enemy NPC, right? And then we're gonna set the function. We're gonna say v dot humanoid died connect function, right? Close parentheses enter. You're then of course gonna say v destroy, so you know. So we're destroying each enemy NPC whenever they die, but then we also need to have a check to make sure that like that was the last one. Like say if your quest has it where they have to kill 3, you need to check to see if like, okay, did they kill all 3? Did they just kill 1? Have they killed 2? Just so you know, like, okay, they killed all 3, now I can reward them. So you're simply just gonna say if not workspace find first child, what was it? Oh yeah, player dot name dot 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 in quotation marks space enemy. So pretty much this should come back as like it shouldn't be able to find any enemies, and if it doesn't, then it'll proceed. Then I'm gonna say quest UI dot current quest frame dot current quest text label dot text equal to in quotation marks quest completed. Boom, right? I think we add like some sound effects or something. Then task dot wait. We're gonna wait 2 seconds, and then we're going to set the text back to normal. So you can just copy and paste this. So Control C, Control V, then just delete this. We don't want anything right in between the quotation marks. Then afterwards, we are going to give the player their cache. So player dot leader stats dot cache dot value is plus equal 10, or however much you want to give, right? Then I'm going to say player dot quest in progress destroy. So boom, so that the player is able to accept the quest again. And just like that, we are almost done. Now all we have to do is just set up the function for if a player declines the quest. You're gonna go all the way up here, right? You're gonna close out the accept button function. You're gonna go in between the two ends, right? And then you're gonna say quest GUI quest frame decline button. That mouse button one click is for when the player declines to take the quest. I mean the the quest. So enter, right? You're gonna say player. Wait, I just read. What did I? Oh, I'm tripping. Anyway, so then you're gonna say quest. I was so confused. Anyway, quest UI dot quest frame dot visible is equal to false, right? Because they don't want to accept the quest. Then I'm gonna say quest event fire client. Fire the specific player, comma in quotation marks put UI enable. Boom. Just like that, guys. So we're done. We can go ahead and test to make sure this works. As always, if you guys want access to any of my scripts or models, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either of those options can be found in the description. But anyway, as you guys can see, I have cache in the top right. It's also visible here inside the leader stats folder, right? So if I walk up to the quest NPC, and if I hold E to receive a quest pops up, it says I need you to eliminate a man hiding in the woods. We handle it. If I decline it, boom, then I can just, nothing happens. I can just come back. And then if I accept it, boom. So as you guys can see, the enemy NPC has spawned. You see the text in the top left, and you guys see I have the quest in progress value. Now, if I try to go and accept it again, see, nothing will happen because I can't accept it again because I have this value. Then if I decline, I can just simply, that's just another way of closing it out, by the way, just in case anybody was wondering, just another way of closing it out if you already accepted it. Okay, so we have our enemy NPC. So if I go on the server side, and if I just set the quest enemy NPC's health to 0, just essentially killing them. So boom, I just killed it, and then, okay, or chose not to work. It's very interesting. Okay. Let's see. Quest and 19 enemy. I must have spelled something wrong. Um, my name is equal to player dot name. No, these are the same thing. If not, if not, I must have did something. I must have typed something wrong. Wait, why didn't it destroy? I just realized it didn't destroy it. Huh. Did it give me the cache? No, it didn't give me. So it just didn't recognize this at all. If not, works. Cause that's the thing, it just didn't destroy it. Huh. Weird. Okay. Well, now I just figured this out. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Print test. Let's see. We're just gonna have to test the bug and see, and just figure out whatever whatever the issue is. Let me see. Okay. So if I do it again, accept it. Let me. Where is it? Oh, right there. Let me switch. Find the enemy NPC. So I see that it still exists in the thing. Oh, okay. For whatever reason, it did not work the first time. Oh, well, the messages would have been in the top left, but I was on the server side for too long. But anyway, as you guys can see, the quest complete. I'm not sure what really happened right there and stuff, so I don't really know if that was like a studio thing or whatever. But you guys see it works and stuff. I got my cache. The value was destroyed, so I can accept the quest again, and boom, just do it all over again and stuff. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely leave a like and subscribe. If you guys want more quest tutorials, I mean, I know I already asked it on the poll, but if you guys want more quest tutorials, simply just let me know in the comments. Show this video a lot of love, and I definitely got y'all with some more quest tutorials. As always, if you guys need help with any of my scripts, stuff from any of my videos, you guys can join my Discord server. The link can be found in the description. You guys should definitely join. We got over 2,000 members, helpers ready to help you guys. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank y'all for watching.